All right. Stream is back. Also, yes, hello YouTube. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. My headset just died. What the? Okay. Alright. Yeah, sorry about the abrupt ending to the stream. Uh. Okay. Uh. Can't believe my headset died because I wasn't. God, I'm so short-sighted on that kind of stuff. So, anybody come back, or it's just gonna be me? Yes, and it's just gonna be me for a while. Oh, right, I need to also change the... Okay. Guess not. Okay. Sorry. Alright, let's see how the games are gonna be today. Or maybe not. I don't know. I was not expecting that VR chat stream to be so short. I'm just curious. Nope. Oh. Woo! God, why am I yawning so much? Wake up. Ah. Oh god. Well, that's lovely. Also, what's going on with this knife? Why is it so shiny? Holy cow. And I just realized I typed the wrong gun and died. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Oh, I thought that was. Alright, let's go for the save. Well, he's one-shotting us all. So this is going great. Absolutely wonderful. Go for the save. Oh, great. Yeah, he's stalking. Oh, nope, that's wonderful. Oh. I guess that VR headset is not the only thing that's dying. What is wrong with my arm? Gosh dang it, if I give up this toolbox, I swear you. What happened, dude? My headset died. That's what happened. So, it's charging. So, I figured I might as well just hop onto DBD like I said I would. I mean, I think that was for the better. Oh, do you? Understand there's gonna be more VR chat streams. Oh, okay, that's wonderful. I didn't hear him flip his knife. Are you trying to bore me? I think this man tried to mori me. I'll try to get a quest as soon as possible. You don't need to try as soon as possible. But I would say if you wanted to, like, if you're so willing, I guess. Like you can hop on VR chat, like, website and join the group if you like. So that you're automatically, well, I guess you're just ready. I'll make sure the request is accepted. Alright. Everything is so low battery. Especially me. I think next time I'm gonna do like a VR chat stream, it's gonna be a lot earlier. Or later. Charge your stuff, dude. No kidding. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I should have expected that from the headset, considering I haven't messed with it in a while. But, yeah. Also, I didn't realize you gave me 2 bits in last stream, so thank you for the 2 bits. I thought it was 3. For some reason. I think tomorrow I'm gonna look for the cheapest one I can find and buy it, or maybe another day. No problem, dude. Yeah. I know that, I think it's over in Europe, or at least more Eastern. I mean, I guess to me, Europe is more Eastern, but there's like a meta competitor. I'm not sure if it's cheaper though, and I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, I wouldn't like. Don't spend top dollar on something you might not use a lot. Okay, so it's Freddy. Dude, I don't even spend top dollar on what I like. I see. I mean, I do, but I try to get it the cheapest I can. I feel like that's just being smart, though. Sharp, smart, not dumb. Okay. Get me as far away from the predator as possible. Oh yeah, you still on me, tape. Nope. Good lord. Oh god. No, leave me alone. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Takes me to his basement. But, yeah, about VR chat. I do want to try and get back into more of it. Of course, trying to be better. Hey, Curious! How you doing? Do more multiplayer games that I have right now, but I don't know what you have. Dude, leave me alone! I'll donate another bit. Oh, pretty good. It's been a while. Absolutely, it's been a while. Thought I should stop in. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Name, for the 1 bit. But you couldn't have donated like a cupcake or a snowman or a Lucky Charm. Or just a dog. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, the funny thing is, what I'm describing is all still 1 bit. It's not like TikTok's like, give me a galaxy. It's like just, like, and I'm being straightforward with you. That's why I'm making that joke. It's because you can change what the bits look like. I just found that out last night. You can? Apparently so. Oh, seems you figured it out. Thank you for the 1 dog. Oh, I guess I waked him up. You can, yeah. Yep, I see you. Out of curiosity, do donos work on YouTube? So, I don't have donations on YouTube. It's because I'm not partnered with YouTube. I still have to reach, like, I believe, like 1,000 subscribers, and I have to reach a certain view quota. So, either, like, a view quota for shorts, or a watch time for YouTube. Or, like videos and streams. What the heck? Thank you for the... What is that? Thank you for the rage. Name. Thank you for the 1 rage. But yeah, no. Donations on YouTube don't work. Or aren't set up right now, sadly. So, saying, like, you wanted to do donations or anything, but you just don't want to do... Oh, excuse me. But you don't want to do... Kind of... I got a really ominous comment on one of my shorts. But you just don't want to... Thank you, Name, for the 10 bits. But saying you don't want to give Twitch any money or anything, I believe I have donation links down in the like stream description. Yeah, that's what's on the other end of things. Where is it? Yeah, like Ko-fi. but I wouldn't be immediately notified about that. Sadly. The fact I've spent so little money. Yeah, so little money, yet you've gotten so much out of this. But I feel like something else curious is I kind of want to not only just like work towards being able to be partnered on, say, that platform, but like just not only for like donations and stuff. Like the reason I have Ko-fi as a donation link on like YouTube is just if someone is insistent on it. Otherwise, I wouldn't say donate to me, especially if you don't have the money. But if you want to and you want to get something out of it, well, Twitch, I would say. Twitch would be your best bet. Because I also would just say Twitch has a better streaming ecosystem than YouTube, considering name's kind of shown a bit of why that is. Kyler, I think with me, you got really lucky, but you need to hold people's attention. Personally, I don't want to donate to people who beg for donos. It kind of depends, though. And I do kind of... I do a little e-begging, I'm not going to deny that. But I usually just do it as a gimmick. Like, yeah, give me money! Give me your money! I'm poor, give me money! But, really, Kyler's a beggar. And I do bring up that I'm not financially well, but at the end of the day, it's your money. Do what you want with it. And I am gonna say there are better things you can spend your money on. So, do what you want with your money. If you want to donate to me, I'd appreciate it. Like, I would be really appreciative of it. But if you don't want to do that, I'm not, like, gonna hold a gun to your head. I'm not gonna be one of those streamers who's like a freaking pay piggy demanding $5 every second. Like, it's your money. You worked hard for it. Do what you want with it. And I also just want to throw in, there should never be the expectation of donating to me. You should never come to my streams expecting to donate. That should be completely a choice you guys make. Kyler, honestly, if people can't donate $5, at least to someone they watch a lot, that's just broke mentality. I don't think so. Because I would argue that you end up... Yep, that is Deathslinger. I would say that you would have fallen into that camp long ago then. And that only recently have you started... Actually... Oh, great, it's Eddie. Honey locust thorns. But I do, what are they gonna do with $5? Get something nice from Starbucks. Get them a nice little treat. I don't know. It was always PayPal's fault, mate. How so? Oh, you mean back then. I guess you could say that. Granted, I wasn't partnered either, so you couldn't, like, go to the store to buy, like, a Twitch gift card or anything like that either. Till this day, I cannot make an account on there. Oh, that sucks. But, how about you? Curious? Anything else special happening in your life? I tried like a month or two ago. Thank you. Oh, hey! I swear, this guy has a vendetta against me. Why? What have I done to you? Good lord. It just doesn't accept my account. It says it's invalid. Huh. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I can't really say that there's much in the way that I could change anything. Oh, yep, I just saw him. Become their CEO? Bud? I can't do that. Oh, okay. He's coming right here. Yep. Or do a hotline, Miami hotline? I don't think I'm that good at doing one of those. Good lord, this guy has a thing for streamers, it feels like. Where? You know the game? Hotline Miami? Yeah, absolutely. Go, go. Yeah, I'm aware of Miami Hotline. Well, this is going interestingly. Who's this weed ninja? He gives you AIDS? Well, I enjoy playing it. You're a weed ninja? Nah, of course not. Yeah, I figured. How much? Yeah, less than 14 hours. There's no way. Kylie, you're not gonna believe it. You won the lottery. I'm hyped for the Forceman. Yeah, I'll definitely try to uh, figure out when next Wednesday. I don't know why I said Wednesday. When next week that would work. I haven't been stopping in for streams because I'm no longer unemployed. Kinda like the lottery. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I hope that you can, find a well-paying job. Sorry to hear that. I I hope before my... When's your vacation? But, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Curious. That sucks. Oh, no, I have a job? Oh! I saw, the sparkly bits around no longer unemployed. Oh, wait. I misread that. I read that as no longer employed. Good lord, I really need, caffeine or something. I swear my brain only works at, half the capacity it needs to. This is beyond my comprehension. I don't know when I think it is... I don't know when I think it is right. Okay, I'll shoot you, an idea of a time by... I almost want to say either by tomorrow or Saturday, because that's when I get, my work schedule. Huh? Okay, Dwight, where are you gonna take me? It's the unknown. I don't want to hurry ya. I don't know when I... Sorry, the auto... Yeah, no, it's fine. You're not gonna hurry me. As I said, I've wanted to kind of wrap up the forest for a while now, and it's been so long, but I feel like I should at least give it a proper send-off, considering how much that game has, done. Surprisingly well for me. So, have you been doing a lot of DBD? As of recently, yes. There's been, a lot of events. The Rift Pass had stuff I was very intrigued about. So I was grinding that. And I figured like, oh, you know, I'll like start taking a break after this event's over. Start doing like get kind of back into Skyrim. I've also been doing Subnautica Below Zero, and that game has been fun. Good lord, it's been a little bit of a headache, considering its story is about as straight as a beeline. So, for right now, yeah, I've been doing a lot of, like, oh, hi! Like a lot of DBD. Just because, while I'm not good at it, it's also good for clip farming. Like, it's been good clip fodder. If you've seen any of the recent clips within the last few days. Because there's a reason why I feel like DBD gives me good clips. It's just because I suck at it so badly. And it's a game that can have some really funny bugs. Your back hurts? Alright, Shrimp. How about you straighten it up? It's pretty entertaining, though I'd slightly turn down the game volume, drowns out your mic, or maybe turn up your mic volume. Let me go ahead and turn down it. Okay, turn it down to 50. I can't turn up my mic volume, sadly. It's already at like freaking max pitch. Is that better? Why are they always after me? Nah, it's them hospital chairs they built like a severe autistic person. What does that even mean? Much better. It was funny listening to chill commentary while the game was playing deep blood-curdling screams. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a lot more interesting within the upcoming years. They're gonna be doing apparently a little bit of a game rehaul. They're going to be adding in like dynamic weather that's going to... Please don't come after me. That's going to actually affect how the trials work. Why? Why? I mean, your mother liked it last night, but seriously, why? Those chairs are misformed. What do you mean by that? I don't know what I meant by that. I don't know what I meant by that, Curious. But, oh, or wait, do you mean about, like, the game? So, they're gonna be giving some of the, like, old... I mean, he's a man of truth. Fair enough. So they're gonna be giving some of the, like, original characters that have been in the game since, like, the very concept of it. Like, some voice lines. One of the, like, original survivors is gonna be getting his own map. They're gonna be updating the graphics to make everything look a little bit more realistic. Why did it look like Yui was cross-eyed? Right there. But, like, hooks will actually swing. Survivors will have more animated, like, reactions. It sounds like they got quite a bit. Yeah. Like, there's an entire video, I think, up on the Dead by Daylight channel that, like, showcases what they want to eventually add. They're even going to be adding in, like, a new game mode, which is just you running away from zombies. So a bit of, like, COD zombies. How you would always train them. But the killer is, you know, part of the zombie crowd. Yes, name. Yes, I see your hands raised. Is there something you want to share with the class? But it sounds like they got some ideas. And I, of course, will pop into the game. Screw you. Fair enough. No way they're adding zombies to DBD. Supposedly. They're either going to be like zombies or infected. Which isn't out of the realm for this, like, universe. They got, like, so many, like, things. And I'm starting to question myself if I even remember this right. But I swear that they are wanting to make, like, an open world RPG sort of game in the entity's realm, in this, like, universe's world. And, I mean, that would be a good fodder enemy if you were going to make something like that and introduce the players to it. Maybe a bit before that, you know, I think it's still, like, being made. Or if they're still working on it. That or I'm just having, like, a crazy misremembering moment. That I swear they're making, like, a DBD open world game. Kyler, you autistic motherfucker, don't talk like that to me before I give you a two-piece and put... Does someone want their VIP removed? If this universe has that many serial killers, it does kind of make sense they have zombies. Well, yeah, because their other game, the Casting of Frank Stone, they're making that its own chapter. He initially was going to be a cosmetic for Trapper, from what I heard, but they eventually decided, you know what, we're going to make him his own killer, not my VIP. Keep acting like that, and maybe I'll take it away. Who else would they have trained on? I don't know. And it also would be kind of funny if they did add in the Ultimus crew from COD. Because I feel like you almost kind of have to have them. Anything but the VIP. Alright, give me 20 bucks. And I'll overlook all your mistakes. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Best crossover? I feel like that would be... Actually, like, that wouldn't be too crazy of a crossover, I would think. Considering that the Ultimus crew is, like, trapped in a never-ending hellscape. Thank you for the 2 pride flags. But, Like, just going from one hell to the next. I've given you 2 gay bits. Yeah, I see that. Turned into bribery now, Kyler. Alright. You haven't said anything about bribery. He's just playing the Kai tax. I really should probably stop saying Kai, considering that is definitely an abbreviation of something that so many people would have so many issues with. Even though my name is Kyler. Oh, thank you for the salt. Oh yeah, you just kind of made me realize that, like, I have a VR chat group, and it's called Kaiko. And that is kind of initially what I'm gonna probably do, like, I don't know. If I ever end up doing sort of like a group, like, company thing, it's probably gonna end up being called Kaiko. At least that's the name I have right now. Which is just like this made-up idea of, instead of, you know, kill you, it's kind yourself. But just playing off that idea of, usually when you say KY, it's usually the complete opposite. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too dark, but something about it just makes me chuckle every time I think about it. Just the dark humor in it. Kind yourself, Kyler. You kind yourself as well. Kind of yourself, I can envision it, though. Like, I've talked about this before. Like how I have this whole idea for maybe, like, some expansive stories about, like, this whole, I don't know, we'll just call it the Creeperverse for right now. And I was trying to think of, like, this, like, idea of, like, what maybe the, like, evil company I might have in it is called. And I thought, like, you know what? Kaiko. Which I did get, like, the name of that idea from Watama Zombie-san? Am I a Zombie anime? Because there's a character called Kaiko, whose name has stuck with me for the longest time. And I just kind of thought, yeah, kind yourself for, you know, a company that looks like it's doing good on the surface, but, like, really heinous shit behind the scenes. Like a double sort of entendre. A company that looks like it cares, but absolutely would do everything to screw you over in a heartbeat. Kaiko, kind yourself. Sinned one? What? I actually thought you were gonna say, like, Cinder one. I thought there was a pallet in here. Thank you! Oh dear. Kyla, that's the most horrible thing you've done. But I've done a lot worse. Kyler, I know a professional name maker. I can ask him if you want. No. Or maybe it could stand for kind yourself. Cinnamon omelet? The whole idea of the co is like, you know, company. How it's like Amazon Co. Or like just how it always has co at the end. It just takes that and just implements it because your name sucks. It's not supposed to be a great name. Like, it's supposed to throw as much shade on, like, shitty corporations as possible. That's the idea behind it. Like, do you really think that I would have KY Co. as, like, this genius name? Gosh, why has no one thought of it? Like, it's supposed to be like a rip on all these companies that think they're the hot shit, even though, like, they suck. Amazon eats cinnamon roll omelets, I guess. Why are we so stuck on cinnamon omelets? Then do co-creeps way more insulting? Company creep? Like, the thing about Kaiko is that it even rolls off the tongue just a little bit. Well, not off the tongue, but it sounds almost like a real company, like Coca-Cola. Like, if you said to someone like, hey, have you ever heard of Kaiko? They'd probably be like, wait, huh? They actually probably would actually possibly think that it's a real company. I think the fire alarm is going off at my neighbors. Hear me out on Kaiko. Like, I thought about having the C be a K, but something about it was just like, it just, I don't know. That seems like too millennial. Tell the Urban Dictionary to change their spelling settings. Yeah, fair enough. Yep, I figured. Oh dear. Yep. How have I survived this long? Kyler, you wouldn't believe this. So, company can be company? I feel like that's how people would look at that. Even though it would just be company. I don't know why, it just makes me want to say it that way. What, your neighbor's house is on fire? I think their son got caught smoking by their smoke. Oh. You're gonna leave me. I had to leave you too. Well, aren't you a bit harsh? But yeah, I guess I could explain like the shady side of Kaiko to you guys, bro. Twitch chats are ruthless. No, that's just name. Yeah, I hate you too. But just the whole idea of it is that Kaiko's shady business is sort of like human trafficking a little bit. Like the idea of this universe is that there is the world that you're used to where everything's fine, and then there's like sort of like the complete underground where myths, legends, and all these like mythical creatures actually exist. And the idea is Kaiko is a company that is aware of these creatures and wants to take advantage of them. So maybe a certain mythological creature's blood has maybe certain healing products or products that are some sort of effect that could make people look younger. Maybe some Medusa snake venom could not only act as a depetrification, but also could get rid of your wrinkles or something. Like, there's so many ways I could go into that. Like, taking, like, these horrendous, like, monstrous creatures, maybe making them a little bit more humanized, like, human, civilized. They just have their own ways. No, I mean, what did he say? Why did he say that? I don't know. I think he's still stuck on VR chat. There was a lot of people who felt like they could say whatever they wanted. Which is not like I can stop them. No, it's Doc. Because I've also kind of thought of like certain things that aren't necessarily issues, but it would be interesting if, say, like, oh wait, no, that would have like this sort of fix. What it would happen if, say, that fix existed for this issue? That kind of stuff. Like, how would that affect maybe the real world in this nonsensical one? Or I could just go into some pretty dark issues. No, I mean, Twitch chat says you said the big bad word. Last I checked, I said digger. Not that N-word. The Kaiko. No. No KKKs. You're mads. Did I hear that right? What, digger? Yeah, like grave digger? Go, be free, Bill. Oh, thank you, Bill. Spamming it. Luck clipped. What? Wait, hold on. Curious. Did you know how to clip on YouTube? Please put the clip on Discord. Is it gonna be what? Isn't his name like Jason the Ween or something? Who is getting into trouble because he said neither or neither, except it sounded a lot like something else. Is there a walk around here? Screen recorded? Ah. I mean, that's close. Because I know you can clip on YouTube. I just don't understand how. I'm a little too bit dumb. Text exchange, Kyler. I mean, their rolls are absolutely delicious. Who the heck is Valfox? Is that you, Curious? I know there's a clip button because I did it in one of your streams long ago. Yeah. No, not the baby. Not the baby. Three hours without brisket does this to Kyler. Would it surprise you that I am more of like an Asian cuisine kind of guy? Like I could eat all sorts of Asian food all day. Sushi, ramen. God, I could go for something that has like a lot of fruits and vegetables in it right now. But I know that's like really dangerous right now in America because of the poo-poo virus. Oh no, that's not me. Like, I love barbecue. That sucker fills me up quite fast. Ramen is fire. Especially when you dress it up. Alright, have a nice night. Okay, is that you? Oh. Hello, Overcharge. I'm curious, Kyler. Remember your streams having a lot more views about a year ago than they do now? What happened? Well, one, I haven't been playing really popular games. Two, I just haven't been doing a lot of shorts media. And I know that YouTube kind of sucks at times notifying people about, like, when I'm live. But I mean, like, what's the last thing you remember me playing, Overcharge? I can't seem to heal you. See? Yep. Yeah, but I would also just say that certain streams did end up popping off. Your outro. Oh, thanks you for the salt. Like, some streams just popped off very well, some didn't. And and I kind of have always sucked trying to keep a large crowd at times. Because I know, like, what was it? Dying Light, I had quite a few people stick around for that for a while. And then they just didn't really stick around after that. If it wasn't Dying Light, it wasn't interesting. Darksiders, Beat Saber, Minecraft, and Ark. I recall those particular streams popping off. Huh. I guess that was quite a high period, now that you mention it. I guess I didn't really even realize how much I was doing. Yeah, I guess I haven't done that stuff. With Ark, I got pretty tired, just because I did that game straight for like over a year. Minecraft was running into issues because the world that I was in was getting very big, but also it just kind of started, it felt like it started falling off. Like, people just weren't showing up for it anymore. Beat Saber, I mean, fair enough. I don't really have any excuse to not be doing that. I think it's just, I kind of only had the same amount of songs. And I was getting requests for, you know, songs I couldn't play because people thought I was playing on, like, PC Beat Saber. So I could just download this song, do this song, do this song. And I just couldn't. And sadly, I still can't. Darksiders, I ended up doing Darksiders 1, Darksiders 2. I did play a little bit of Darksiders 3, but again, things kind of ended up falling off with that, and I just kind of was losing motivation to play Darksiders. The third one, not to say I might never come back to it, but I don't know. And, like, you're right, I definitely have sort of, I wouldn't say fallen off, I would just say those were some series that just, as you said, like, popped off very well. But one thing I've kind of had an issue with is always trying to keep the audience engaged. Just because I am not screaming all the time, and I'm not, like, high energy, and I'm not constantly trying to clip farm every, like, 5 minutes. I feel like that might be part of it. Like, it's just so built into, like, what a lot of people expect from streamers. It's just, like, constant things happening, jangling keys, explosions, all this kind of stuff. And with Ark, that would be something that happened a lot. I would be attacked by a dinosaur. I would be doing this. Even if I was doing something as chill as building the base, I don't know, I was getting attacked by a seagull. And, I would love to play games like that again. I guess it's just, I don't know. Like, I feel like part of me, of course, always wants I feel like the majority of YouTubers and streamers nowadays intentionally exaggerate their personalities to keep viewers entertained. It comes across as very fake to me. You're right about that. Curious. I mean, also people like Markiplier are pretty chill. They just talk a lot and crack jokes like every 5 seconds. Yeah, and I think also like the thing that has changed from back when I was doing that to what I'm doing now is I have to work like I'm working a lot more, right? I'm not making as much income as I used to. Maybe I'm making a bit more. I I'm not sure about that now that I think about it. I think I'm making around the same. But like I'm working a lot more. I'm not doing streams at like 2 p.m. every day like I used to. They're a lot later, which I think that part has kind of helped me just because especially during like the school year since a lot of my audience was very young, I feel they would kind of like get out of school maybe around 3 or 4 my time and then be like, "Oh, hey, Kyler's streaming. Let me join." But I feel like something else is like when I did the Darksider stream, I think it was around that time that Darksiders 3 was like Darksiders as the series was kind of getting a little popularity. Ark was popular for a long time. When I started doing Ark, it wasn't super popular, but then it kind of like just lightning in a bottle started becoming popular again because they I think added like another chapter or something. Um Beat Saber, I feel like part of it is just there was music people liked and I was able to see chat and I would actually do something that a lot of streamers don't try to do, which is interact with a lot of people. I know this is a bit of an odd question, but have you ever considered saving up for a PC? Maybe picking up some extra hours at work or setting aside a portion of your income till you can buy one? I would love to do that, Overcharge. The thing is about like where I work at, which is Casey's, I can't pick up more hours because like it's only a set amount of hours that where I work at is given, and it's either like I could ask for that, but then I'm taking more hours from someone else. Plus, I I've gotten a lot more hours as of recently. You're also right. I should be saving a bit of income to the side. The problem is, um, I've been having like issues with bills, and this is just life. I want to just say this: it is life. That I've kind of been coming out very not in the negatives, but just very close to like I'm almost saving $2 a month, which is not a lot of money. And there's some months where I actually can save some money. Then something happens, like oh, I gotta replace a tire for my car. Oh, I gotta replace my windshield for the 3rd time this year. I gotta change the oil or stuff like that, where it's like I gotta do that, and I only have this money for it. That kind of stuff. That's kind of why I'm trying to push for streaming a bit more, especially with like Twitch. Donations do help a lot. I'm trying to take those donations and not use them for like bills or groceries or anything like that. I like it to just kind of save so that I could get a better PC. It's just I live in America, man, and everything is just so expensive. But like I really do want to save up for like a good PC that'll last me a longer time, allow me to stream better quality, stream PC games, let me do some VR PC stuff. And it could just also be that it could be a me issue. Excuse me, man, I keep having issues. It could just also be like a me issue. Very much so. I could just not be realizing that maybe I'm spending money on unnecessary stuff. I don't feel like I am, and I don't feel like when I look at like what I'm paying for is like unnecessary. Like, I need food to eat, I need water to drink, because my sink water is, I would not say safe. There are plenty of relatively obscure creators out there with over 10,000 subscribers. You could be one of them. You're absolutely right, Overcharge. Like, I could end up being one of them. And I know for a while, like on YouTube, I've kind of gotten stuck in this sort of like zone. Like, what am I at currently on YouTube? Let me look. I think I'm at like 643 subscribers. 643, so I'm right on the money. I've kind of run into this issue where it's like right between 640 and 645. It's kind of like it's kind of like this divot hole that I'm stuck in. Like, it's just very slick. Like, I have not been able to get out of this for months. Like, I haven't been able to get over that hump. And as of very recently, only like a few days ago, I've kind of started pushing myself more into shorts to like help myself actually start breaching out a bit more. I'm posting on TikTok, I'm posting on Instagram, I'm doing the YouTube shorts. Maybe to get out there a little bit better. But you're absolutely right, Overcharge. It's a little strange that I am like stuck in this spot for all I've done. And I absolutely would love to eventually reach like 1,000 subscribers. Like, hit that goal. That would be fantastic. Funnily enough, I honestly think you have the potential to become a fairly big YouTuber if you ever got the chance to build or buy a PC, better editing software. But unfortunately, you said money is TG. Yeah, money's kind of tight. Luckily, there is something in the background where, like, I am slowly building up currency. Like, I have a little bit of a, like, golden goose egg that it's gonna take time to grow. Like, I have somehow been fortunate enough to have, like, a family that has been way too nice to me. So, like, I have an investment account that is, like, growing through, like, certain investments. But it's not making, like, ridiculous amounts of money. But if it ever gets to the point, I might throw some of that money into a PC. Just because, for one, the PC I've had it almost for a decade. It's been running a lot better as of recently, but I need something stronger, of course. I think something else that kind of shoots me in the foot is I don't do a lot of video content. That's something else I think I kind of struggle with, because and I don't think it's an unnoticeable pattern, but if you look at how I do things in a week, it is like, okay, I stream at this time, 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 I stream at this time. But there's never like a day where it's like, okay, I just sit down and I do a video. And I told myself as like a New Year's resolution that I would at least get one video out a month, and I have failed terribly at that. And I feel like part of it is I'm nervous to make videos. Because the editing software that I have, which is Lightworks, which has, as of recently, surprisingly gotten really, like, it's gotten a massive upgrade. Like, I wouldn't say it's like Photoshop. Granted, I've never used Photoshop, so I don't know how great Photoshop is. And I also know that something else that has changed is, like, I haven't really been doing a whole lot of thumbnails for videos or streams. I feel like that also kind of kills the engagement, considering, let's be honest, YouTube kind of sucks with their thumbnails. And the only one who right now is kind of like, you know, pushing me towards trying to be a better streamer, a better content creator, like just like for better content right now, I feel like is just me. And I'm not saying that there aren't like guys like you who are absolutely great. You do come in here and you're like, hey, I remember you. Like, you were great. Heck, you're still doing, like, really good for yourself, but do you think you can ever, like, improve? And I feel like that is, in some ways, encouragement. Like, I need that. I absolutely need some people who could, in a way, like, cheer me on. Because I do want to keep pushing forward. I want to keep growing. I want to keep meeting bigger and greater, like, groups of people. And it's also kind of funny when I think about it. Like, I have met like, I've met some really amazing other, like, content creators, some game devs, just because I'm a streamer. And sorry if, like, I feel like I'm getting a little rambly. I guess I have a lot to say. But if you have anything, chime in. Or if anybody else feels like they have anything to say, go ahead, chime in. Because there was something, okay. Curious, but also people like Technoblade, who has 20 million subscribers. His thumbnails look like a kid made them, but they're funny. That's the goal. Well, it's, of course, to, you know, grab engagement. It doesn't have to be too fancy. Of course not. I just feel like maybe the things that I am attracted to aren't necessarily attention grabbing. If you ever do become a big creator, have you ever thought about the day when you might not be able to do it anymore? About stop doing, like, content? Of course. Like, that thought has popped into my head so many times. Like, I have done, like, not just YouTube, but just, like, streaming and content creation for years at this point. And there are times when I think, like, is today the day I hang up the hat? When I face my own. Or my demons, I guess. When I just hang up my hat. But I just kind of also think that, would you say your view being a creator as a hobby or a job? So I would say that is definitely something that depends on the day at times. I would say right now it feels a little bit more like a job, just because I am pushing myself more so to like make things better. Like I'm trying to push myself to making like better streams, stuff that feels just better overall to watch. And I will not lie, it does hurt every time I hear someone saying like, yeah, your audio quality isn't that great. Your stream looks really fuzzy. Stuff like that. Like, it hurts, but it's something I take as just like a notch on the rifle. Like something I just need to work on. Another bounty I need to go after. But, as I said, right now it feels like a job. But does it always feel like a job? Absolutely not. I feel like when it's just me, like just streaming to myself, it feels more like a job because it's like, okay, you gotta be entertaining, man. You gotta jingle some keys. You gotta do something. That's kind of what it feels like. Like I gotta make enough noise or do something that would be interesting enough to finally like capture someone's interest. But when like I have an audience, or I even have just like say one person, it goes from okay, like I'm working for this, I'm trying to be something that I don't know if I am not. It just kind of ends up then switching over to, oh, well, okay, I have someone here, and they can, like, in a way, help me with content. And I'm not saying, like, I hope I don't, I'm not saying that in a way that makes it sound like, oh, yeah, I just, you know, the only reason I like viewers and people in chat is just because they give me content. No. I feel like you guys help make a lot of my streams what they are. Because I feel like when it's just me and my stream alone, I don't feel like there's a lot of moments where it's like, it's funny, it's intuitive, it's actually kind of interesting. Because I am such a harsh critic of myself. And I just struggle to see that. I feel like what makes content creation a good job is the fact that you love doing it. Yeah. And one thing is I do, like, there are absolutely days that I feel harsh on myself, but there is not a day I hate doing, like I hate streaming. I hate doing shorts or stuff like that. I feel like I get to see this world, this side of things that, even though some people think they understand, that they think they do, and some people just do it because, oh, it makes me money. Oh, this gets eyes on me. For me, it's like, oh, I can find like this new respect for the people who do this. And it's not like it's gonna be easy. Part of the fun is the challenge. Part of the fun is trying to find what you like about it and what you can work on. And I kind of want to just go back to, do I view this as a job or a hobby? Because that is, of course, a very important question. I would say, like, if people ask, yeah, I'll say that this is, by all means, a technical job for me. But it is by no means something I should be treating as such. Because in my mind, it's a hobby. It's not something I should try to, like, keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and drag myself until, like, I hate it, but I'm still doing it. I'm still loving it. And I do have my bad days. I have days where I push myself a little bit to stream because I feel like I've made a promise. Like, I stream on these days, I stream around this time. I want to keep that promise. Especially with, like, the schedule I have, which, of course, once again, I'm changing my schedule because things are happening. Personally, if you don't like doing content creation, it's not full-time. If you're someone out there who dislikes it, you could take a break at any point. That's what's great. Yeah. And something I will also just throw out is I have gotten quite a few tastes of, like, what it is to be a big content creator at times. Like what Overcharge was saying earlier about, like, how I've had some streams that have really popped off. One of them I can remember is a Beat Saber stream where I had temporary mods that were Gandalf and The Rock. And, like, there was just a lot of people. And I felt great. Like, that was such an amazing moment to have, to experience. And recently I've had the chance at a moment like that again. I got to get rated on Twitch by the VR chat community, by the official VR chat creators, and it was fantastic. I haven't had a chat where I couldn't keep up with it in such a long time, but it also helped me remind myself of how much I still have to work towards before I can, like, I can feel like I have earned enough, maybe, like, respect and garner from, like, people who feel like watching me is worth it. What sucks, though, is that you're stuck chasing that feeling for a long time. It's what's amateur. For me, I think I kind of understood, like, the first time I got to, like, actually encounter that situation is why people want to chase that. Why people want to do the shortcuts for that. And why people really like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I've wanted that for quite a while after that. But then I kind of realized the reason why I want that isn't because of the money or the, you know, quote-unquote fame. It's because it was social interaction that I just suck at usually getting. But also, it's getting to actually, like, mix my personality with what people might be interested in and what they might like about it. But also, it's just, you know, that's something that you almost kind of have to chase just a little bit when you do content creation. Whether you're streaming, you're doing shorts, you're doing videos, whatever it is. Even if, say, like, you're an artist, you're wanting people to view your work because there's some feeling of accomplishment behind that. And the more people that see it, the more accomplished you kind of feel. Because it's like something I heard recently. You kind of have to be hungry. You have to find this hunger in the things you want to do. Because the minute that you're not hungry anymore, you're satisfied, you're less likely to put the effort in. You're less likely to do what you really want to do because you're just not hungry. Like, why put in the extra effort if you don't feel like you're going to get anything out of it? And I'm still plenty hungry. I'm starving. Gotta be hungry for it, but not chasing it. It's a patient game. Exactly. And that's something... Like, that's part of the reason why I also kind of ended up going into multi-streaming. It feels like if I'm sort of getting stuck at getting stuck in one avenue, I at least feel like I'm making a little leeway in another. And right now, Twitch is allowing me to, even if it's slowly, I feel like I'm making progress towards my goal. And now that I'm kind of doing the shorts, and I'm going to be trying to push myself to doing shorts, I feel like maybe that is opening up another avenue. So that it's all like heading towards the same place. What I do notice is that YouTube is quite a bit less popular stream-wise. Exactly. It is. YouTube is a video-based platform. And I know even back when do you know how to advertise your streams on shorts? Not really. Like, shorts are still very much new to me. And I just don't really understand them too well. And that's something that's probably going to take me quite a while to start understanding. Because right now, yeah, I could just look at like my analytics and be like, oh yeah, like, oh man, look at all these views. Like, my latest one has like 1.5K. Woo! But it's also, what does that translate into? I mean, sometimes your stream pops up on their feed. They can click a button that pops them onto you. Okay, I never knew that was a thing. I never knew that was a thing. Nope, never knew that. I didn't know that was a thing. That is complete news to me. I'm not sure how to do it though, but I see it maybe every 20 videos I scroll. Oh, do you? Screw it. I'll just write it on this. Check shorts. Okay. I wrote myself a note to check that. But I like even like when You Curious and I don't know if Overcharge is still here. They could just be in the background, or they could have left. Like, I did notice that, like, wow, I have a lot of, like, I have more viewers than I usually do. But also how that kind of just peers out quite fast. That's something else that, it's hard. It's hard grabbing people's attention, especially when you're having a conversation with someone. Because it's that whole thing of jingling keys, jingling keys, jingling keys, jingling keys. And like right now, yes. Like I would eventually like to get like a VTuber model, but right now I'm content with my little PNG model. And it's not like the jingling keys. Who do you think is the one viewer who has stayed consistently for a long time throughout your YouTube career? That would be Capybara. If I had to point to at least one viewer who has been with me for such a long time, it has been Capybara. Because if I recall right, he wasn't one of my first viewers that I had, or one of my first chatters, but he has stuck around since my Dino Frontier days. And for everyone else, like the old names like Ope or Yanage or some of those old names, I might see them here or there, but I just understand that there's, like, I am in like a very saturated lake. There's other people who also are grabbing people's attention. And also my viewers. I thought I could get that. Oh, he's the guy who was just on Twitch, huh? I remember seeing him on YouTube a while back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's stuck with me for quite a long time. And I've had other people who have stuck around for quite a while. Then I still see them pop up here and there as well. You being one of them. But it is just also something I am aware of that, you know, life happens. And just, like, there's gonna be that point where, yes, you see someone for quite a while, but then you stop kind of seeing them. And I'm someone who has done that with, like, some of my friends who I used to be in their streams a lot, even while I was streaming. But now I don't do so much anymore. Like, I'll pop in here and there, but it's just like one of those things. Where we are in such a saturated landscape. And one other thing is, what makes me different than everyone else? Like, that's a true hard question. What am I doing that stands out above the rest? I will admit I haven't been very consistent, but like I said... Oh, hi! Yep, nice. I will admit I didn't realize you were there. Been very consistent, but like I said before, I do have a job now. It's nice to pop in sometimes, though. Yeah. Like, absolutely. And I understand that I I'm like lucky to even have someone who even, at least right now, pops in at least maybe once a week with some consistency. Let alone like every stream like I used to. But I should also be content that I have anybody showing up in my streams at all. I feel like I'm very lucky that even though I've done this for such a long time, yeah, do I have consistent viewers that always come back no matter what I'm playing, no matter what I'm doing. I just don't necessarily have viewers like that. Because it's like, oh, yeah, I really like DBD. Ah, shoot, he's not playing DBD. Yeah, I'm not interested. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I've been playing DBD so much. It's just not only a game that has helped me grow quite a lot, but it feels like one that I end up kind of getting people, like some people who might be a little consistent to possibly showing up again. Because it is, once again, it's not about the money or the bits or the donations. It's more so I want to continue trying to build a community. Because as I've said in like the earliest of days, I want a community where people feel comfortable. You know, sometimes I scroll by some videos saying I'm live right now, and YouTube's like likes to push those ones out, especially for small streamers. Oh, do they? Wonderful. Yeah, I don't really scroll through shorts a ton. Not to say I never scroll through YouTube shorts, but I guess I never see it. I see it on like TikTok, where someone's like live. And I just wonder if maybe that's a setting I've turned off for like shorts or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think once I kind of get through like below zero, get to a point, like I want to try and do as much as I can in like Skyrim. I'm now to the point where I am gonna do one of the 2 DLCs, and there's like some Creation Club stuff as well that maybe I'll do, but I'm not planning on playing Skyrim for like the next 20 years by any means. Well, maybe it's because you have YouTube Premium. I don't have YouTube Premium. I refuse to give YouTube a service that I can get for free. Like, I'm not paying for Premium. Like, there's a few things I might pay a subscription for, but YouTube ain't one of them. Granted, I feel like right now would be a great time to get it, but from what I hear, YouTube Premium isn't giving you an ad-free experience. Like, you're still getting ads, which I guess they're getting taken to court over, considering they're advertising that, oh hey, yeah, it's ad-free! Sorta! But there's just, and I know I just say like, but there is, but like I know, like, I kind of am constantly just pushing more with, like, this thought of mine. As I said, I have done this for a long time. Yet there is some satisfaction to the content I've done, but there's also satisfaction from, like, the friends I have. Like, I want to just, like, for example, shout out to Fearsona and, I believe he goes under Tyrant Kitsune? I think that's, or is it Tyrant VT? I'm trying to remember what it's under. Where? Hold on. Oh, I just want to make sure I get it right. Where are you? But, yeah, Tyrant VT. These are people who have started long after I started streaming. But they have gone way beyond me. And I can just say that, am I absolutely proud of them? Oh yeah. I'm very proud to, like, be their friend, someone they can call a friend, and just see that they have gone from, like, this little channel that might have had, like, when I first ran into them, maybe a few thousand subscribers, or 0 subscribers, to they're far surpassing me. And I can be happy about that. Like, I don't feel jealousy, but I feel a sense of proudness. Proud, like, just being proud that even, like, there is always a chance. And you also kind of have to know how to game the system a little bit, but it's not impossible. If there's a service you can get for free, then I will get it for free, even if the subscription is better. So, if you want to, and you didn't hear this from me, but supposedly, if you decide to watch YouTube on DuckDuckGo, from some words around grapevine, you apparently can get ad-free YouTube. Yeah, that's just something I've heard, but I can't say that's necessarily true, but it's something I've heard. There's also some other, like, ad blocker. I can't remember who it is, but supposedly they block YouTube ads. But I will, and I'm just gonna warn you, so it kind of acts as a sort of ad blocker. Yeah, but I will just warn you, always understand that YouTube hates ad blockers, and that they will try to make you suffer as much as possible if you have one on. Heck, they'll even try to destroy your computer just because you're using an ad blocker. Which, I use Opera GX, which I think is honestly a really great browser, and they have a built-in ad blocker, but because YouTube wants to throw a little pissy party, I have it on an exemption list. So, yes, I watch YouTube with ads, even though I swear I keep telling them I have no interest in ChatGPT or Claude. And yet it's the thing they push down my throat the most. Even though I keep telling them I have no interest, or Polymarket, or Kalshi. And it's like,
Holy shit. How many times do I need to tell you I have no goddamn interest in these stupid products? What is the freaking block button for?
Wow, YouTube, I didn't know you were assaulting. Honestly, I think ChatGPT might be the dumbest AI, even though it's the most popular. Well, the thing is, ChatGPT used to be a lot smarter. Now it's just become a lot more vindictive. And the funny thing is, I think the company that runs ChatGPT is, what, OpenAI? I might be wrong about that. They're losing money by the boatloads. And the thing is, and don't take my word on this, but it's just something I've heard. Right now, the AR market is worth about, what was it, $7 trillion? The only slight, tiny problem with that is if you took the market of just about everything that we have, like, you know, like physical media, movies, like even like billionaires' net worths. Can I not slam this? It's like 2 trillion. Like, it is, like, so they're about $7 trillion in debt. And no one can even pay off that much. Which makes me wonder, why are we building all these data centers for something that is losing more money than the entire U.S. economy can make in a year? Oh, and one other thing, since, you know, bringing up ChatGPT, yeah, the company is losing money by the Titanic boats. Like, if they don't start making even a little bit of profit by, I think it's March of next year, they're gonna have to close shop. Like, they're gonna go under. And makes me wonder if, say, they go under, what about everybody else? Considering ChatGPT was one of the biggest AIs on the market, and you know what they say about if one titan can fall, the others can fall as well. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. You coming? It's funny that they predict outside funded AI will go out of business by 2028. Self-funded ones like Google, Gemini will survive. Like, don't get me wrong, Google has a lot of money, but the problem that they're going to run into is if people, like, if some laws get passed that kind of ends up forcing people, like, giving people a choice, essentially. Because right now, the only reason they can say, yes, people proudly use, you know, Google Gemini is because what is the first thing you get on just Google searching? An AI prompted overview. And I almost want to just say that it's like I could almost bet money that the reason why they can so proudly say people use Gemini is because that is the first thing that pops up. It's the first thing that people are seeing. And so they can claim that, yeah, look at all these people that are using Gemini, even though they aren't. But also Google knows how to make more money than they lose. Google makes so much money, I think their profit will go down because of Gemini, but it gives them so much publicity. Well, one, and this is just my own harebrained little idea, is one issue that they're kind of running into now is they're trying to push all this like AI slop on YouTube. and it doesn't feel like it's working out for them. But they're constantly pushing it because they're so convinced that AI is, you know, the future. It's gonna be the next big thing. It's gonna be the next, you know, like .com. Boom. The problem is, and I just feel like this is for almost everything, not just with AI, but like everything about like we need to push further into the future. We need to do this. We need to do this. We need to do all this. Is that we're rushing we are just rushing right to the end of a cliff, I feel. Like how all these like billionaires want to do data centers and all this, and it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna benefit so many people, and it's like, oh yeah, so many, huh? Are you talking about double digits or single? Like, who is this actually benefiting? YouTube is actually kinda trying to shut it down, but only a little. Number one, they are now marking videos with AI tags so people know. Two, they made an AI that makes videos for you. Well, yeah. And I feel like part of it is just because of Google. They're pushing so hard for it. And, of course, since they own YouTube, they're probably forcing it a little bit. But yeah, part of the reason why I feel like actually, I think I remember why they have to have an AI tag is because they were getting sued repeatedly from multiple people. Apparently, I think it was a case in India where some popular Indian actors were having like AI videos made of themselves making out with different people, and it was causing them a lot of distress. And yeah, they ended up suing YouTube and Google, and they won. And I feel like, of course, the smart thing is that you have to require that, because you can get punished if you don't. And I feel like that should have been something that was right away, like, done. That should have been day one happening. The other thing is, as you kind of pointed out, they essentially just implemented Sora. Because they have this, like, remixing feature where it's like, oh yeah, this guy's video of, like, spilling paint is very epic, but you can make it even more epic by adding hot women to it, or something, where it's just kind of like, what? That wasn't even part of the video. How are you gonna call that a remix when you're adding stuff that doesn't really have much added to it? Did you hear that some AI companies are trying to bribe people to put data centers in their backyards? They are willing to pay your entire electricity bill. Entire electricity bill for it, though. It's very loud. Oh yeah, I know, like, Ping10, Moist Critical, he just recently made a video about how a family essentially was forced to sell their land because they essentially were forced to have a data center built on their land, whether they wanted it or not. And it kind of made me sick hearing, like, the person who kind of was talking on behalf of the data center, like,
Oh, well, it almost makes me feel bad. It's like, bitch, just shut up. Like, you really don't seem to care. And you're putting on that whole fake, oh, you know I'm a human, right? I'm totally not some brainwashed flunky. And I'll say this. For, like, all the major data centers, yeah. Like, it's clear that they are not doing any good for the communities around them. Because, what was it? Meta just had a court case over their data center polluting stream and drinking water. And if you want us to talk about drinking water, you might as well bring up Bezos, who's like, you need to stop drinking all the water. You gotta stop it. The water's for the data centers. You know, people aren't made of water, right? You don't need it to live, says the bald bitch. Like, it's just so dystopian. And, like, I know with where I live, we're getting a data center. But the funny thing is, we don't have streams or creeks or anything like like fresh water sources that they can really take advantage of. And if they started polluting that shit, let's just say some heads would hang. Like, there would not be a company or a data center for long if they started polluting the water here. So they're supposed to be doing like a self-hydro like center. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But it's supposed to be like so closed circuited so that it's not taking more water than it needs and using less water than it needs. Which, if that is how it actually works, that is almost something I wonder why it isn't an industry standard. If you can just keep recycling the water. And also, it sounds like they are willing to pay their own electricity bill instead of everybody else having to pay for it. But right now, I feel like we have too many like data centers trying to be built that, for one, we just don't need them all. Like, what? Like, seriously, what are we using them for? Like, I'm really curious. What is it being used for? Because let's even just say in this like whole hypothetical idea that many people are using like AI, for example. Why do we need like 1,000+ AI data centers? Even though the water technically gets recycled by evaporating, it can't just disappear, so it will return back to the earth. The problem, little Timmy's lake is now empty. So supposedly, it's just supposed to be completely like closed off. Like, it's not taking water from any sources. The water that's being put in is going to be supplied from like an outside source. Granted, it's really making me wonder, like, just the road that we're heading down. We're polluting a ton of our water sources, and there was that whole, I think, what was it?
that whole sewage issue in Washington, I believe, where a ton of sewage got leaked into the water supplies, and well, now people have to deal with that, and a lot of communities now are having their drinking water getting polluted because of these data centers. Plus, also, just might be a little curious, how is this affecting the ecosystem? Like, people love to fish, but do the fish want to be swimming in, this data center crud? Like, that might not be good for them. And say, before that's killing the fish, maybe, people are eating that fish. They're eating the deer that they hunted because the deer drank the water from that stream that was polluted. It's gonna be coming back around. And I'm really kind of scared to what point when people are gonna get violently ill, and these data centers are gonna have to do one of a few things. Are they gonna have to all of a sudden have to meet really high standards that it's like, one, you can't keep polluting the water source because didn't we have an issue with like certain nuclear power plants just being like, yeah, some nuclear materials leaking out into the water supply. No one cares. Who cares? It's not gonna do anything. You're gonna fish up a sewage covered polluted fish. Yeah. Like, and the thing is, the people who are talking about like, it's no big deal, it's really no big deal, are the people who are not going to be affected by it at first. It's of course the people who could go to the nicest sushi restaurants. They can get the nicest water from like freaking Hawaii if they wanted. They're not going to be the people who are affected. But they also don't live right next to a data center that's making constant noise, which it's already been shown through, I can't remember what that one phenomenon was, but if I recall right, it was a metal factory that, like, when it was operating, it was releasing this, like, certain pitch, and it was driving people nuts. Like, it would give them migraines, it would cause hallucinations, and now it's like, oh hey, we have something that's doing something very similar, but we're fine with that. And that was, I think that happened in Michigan, but the part of the problem was the factory was on like over in Canada. Like the community was right on the border. It's no big deal. We stressed about this during the Industrial Revolution and we're fine. The Industrial Revolution was not fine. Pollution went up like 80 something percent. Yeah. And I feel like we're kind of we're rushing back to a point where we are like we are gonna have to start cracking down again about like, hey, health standards. Remember those? Remember when you could, like, the meat industry couldn't just dump all the leftover carcasses into lakes because it started, like, there was just too much carcass meat that it started causing issues with the water? Like, there was just too much iron in the water all of a sudden? And it was causing people to get iron poisoning? Like, it's just... Like, it wouldn't bother me so much if it was like, yeah, okay, this is what we're gonna do, alright? We want data centers. But let's put a few down, and let's see how that works. For one, is the data center gonna produce the results we needed? And that's part of the issue. I haven't really heard about these data centers being phenomenal successes yet. All I hear is, they're being built. Okay, what about the ones that are already built? They're alright. That's like, okay, is there anything that, like it really makes me wonder. Has no one sat down and been like, okay, so here's the pluses. This is all the pluses. And here's the negatives that are being reported. You're really going to tell me that those positives are outweighing the negatives? Because it would be like saying, like, oh yeah, you know, my car that runs on human blood. You know, like, how great the gas mileage is? I mean, yeah, I only have to kill about a few dozen people to fill up the tank, but, you know, the pros outweigh the cons, man. I mean, it's only a few lives. Says the psychopath, who somehow has a car that runs on human blood. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. It's been quite a stream, to say. We've definitely said quite a lot. But I got work tomorrow in the morning, then I got more work, and then I have my sister's thing. So, see you, Kyler. Nice talking. Yeah. Hope to see you around sometime in the future. But for now, that's gonna be it. I'm Kyler Creeper, and I'm signing